Hello and welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. And I don't know about you, but I've been offline for quite a while, only to open up my Twitter, and there was something trending that got my attention. So it was a hashtag that the royal family lied. So of course I clicked on, and goodness gracious, a lot has happened in the time that I was offline. So I'm happy to be here. I'm going to give my thoughts on all that has been happening. Reports have been released. So let's get straight into this. Now, we all remember that there was an investigation that was supposed to be launched going into Meghan supposedly bullying members of her staff. But now there happens to be a twist in the story. So the article says this: a Buckingham Palace investigation into claims that Meghan bullied members of her staff will never be published, according to reports. The palace has reportedly improved its HR policies and procedures as a result of the probe, which was privately funded by the Queen, but no longer plans to make any public statement about the inquiry or publicly acknowledge the raft of changes. Interesting. It goes on to say an independent law firm carried out the inquiry, with some participants reportedly left disappointed, in quotes, about the report being buried, in quotes. The Sunday Times claimed that the report is being kept secret to protect those who took part and also to avoid further clashes between the Sussexes and the palace. Some of those involved are upset as they have not even been told the results of the probe, the newspaper says. Changes to the palace's HR policies are expected to be published in the annual Sovereign Grant report later this month. Buckingham Palace declined to comment. The investigation focused on claims that the Duchess of Sussex bullied two PAs out of their jobs. So remember, all this is allegedly, and Meghan's lawyers branded the allegations a calculated smear campaign launched ahead of her interview with Oprah. The Duchess of Sussex was accused of humiliating palace workers in meetings and was said to have shouted at them and, in quotes, governed by fear, according to one author. Meghan's closest friends, though, and former acting colleagues denied the claims and said they couldn't be more different to the kind person they know and love. Royal author Robert Lacey detailed tensions within the royal household stretching far back as 2017. According to his book Battle of the Brothers, Prince William was very concerned about finding out about allegations of bullying made against Meghan. And of course, the courtiers quoted in the book claimed that Meghan governed by fear. So many people said it, nothing was ever good enough for her. Basically, that's the allegation. And they went on to say that she humiliated staff in meetings, would shout at them, would cut them off in email chains, and then demand to know why they hadn't done anything. So they said that they had confronted her about her behavior about the time of the Sussex's engagement. This is what the Times is reporting. Yet, when the senior aide told Meghan her behavior was causing difficulties for staff, she reportedly said to them that it is not my job to coddle people. So Jason Knopf, who worked in communications for both the Cambridge and the Sussex's household, submitted an official email in 2018 making the bullying allegations. So it goes on and on and on, we all know about these reports that kind of came out coincidentally just about the time that Harry and Meghan were about to sit down with Oprah. So that, of course, kind of smelled a bit fishy, I think, to a lot of people who know Duchess Meghan. And I think one thing that we can all say about Meghan is that she is very detail-oriented. I remember the first times that she would go on royal outings, and she would be so thorough. She would take time to know the people who she would meet. She would have her binder with her. And I heard once that people had said she was emailing people quite early in the morning. So is it a complaint that she was too thorough and wanted information, and maybe perhaps people thought that, you're doing too much, according to some people? And I think there was always a complaint, and I heard this mentioned in an interview, that when she said that she and Harry wanted to hit the ground running, someone said in an interview, and I always want to remember who it was, but I do remember exactly what they said. They said that hit the ground running to go where? Basically saying that she should know her place in the royal family, that, the system of the hierarchy there was the Queen, Prince Charles and Camilla, William and Kate, and they were just there as kind of supporting acts in the whole business, in the firm. And I think some people did not grasp that Meghan knew that Prince Harry and herself had quite an appeal, and they knew that they had it, and they knew that they wanted to take that star power they had and do a lot of good as members of the royal family, bringing in all this young energy and working with the people across the Commonwealth. And I remember Meghan, she was so excited about that. She even sewed it into her veil. She was very excited. But, we once again know that when the Oprah interview was on the horizon, suddenly we heard all these reports that she was a bully. And many people, her friends, even as this article has pointed out, they spoke up and said that that could not be further from the Meghan that they knew. And some people wanted to brand Meghan a diva and difficult. I think a lot of people could read into some of the overtones or undertones of some of these labels that were ascribed to the Duchess of Sussex, that she was difficult, that she was too demanding. Of course, some people were citing her Hollywood background, some her race, basically making out to be that she was an angry, black woman, angry, difficult woman. And you could just smell it, you couldn't deny it. And her friend said that was not the Meghan they know. And one thing I know, because I've covered a lot of, entertainment news, when you are an actress, it's quite different from, say, if you are a singer. A singer can afford to be a diva because you're basically the act. You're it, If a singer has a concert and says that they're not coming out, they can pull all kinds of shenanigans because they know that they are the star attraction. But as an actress, Meghan, from her first days, in her first gigs, even as a supporting actress in a very small role where perhaps you only have one line to say or just a couple of words, she would have been told that if you want to go far in the industry, one thing to avoid is being a diva. And Meghan knows that. As an actor, you are an ensemble. You are part of a group. You cannot be a diva because you can be replaced. Remember, it's always a team effort when you're an actor in a film. You are part of a crew. You are not the only one who people are going out there to see. There is a call sheet. Meghan knows about hierarchy, people. She knows that. She has been on too many sets to know how even extras can be treated. You are put in a section. You are told, do this, do not do this. And when you are on a call sheet, for example, if there's a movie going on, they know that there's an order of hierarchy on the set. There is the star of the film. There is the supporting actor or actress. There are the other people on the call sheet under. So it's like numbers assigned. Number one, most important, like say a Tom Cruise. Number one. Number two, the other person who acts opposite them with a lot more screen time, and on. Number three, number four, number five. You cannot be a diva in Hollywood and expect work. It doesn't work like that when you're an actress. So some people there who are trying to say that when she came in, she was bulldozing everyone. She wanted just to, be the boss. She obviously knew that the hierarchy within the royal family and what part she had, she wanted to do it to her absolute best. So was it that? Did people just want her to sit and wave? Come out, make sure you're dressed up nice. What's the word? Stepford wife. Just come out, do your bit, wave, cut the ribbon, and go home. She wanted to know about the people she was going to meet. And I think the fact that right now they're burying this investigation after coming out loud and hard, calling her a bully, it does a disservice to everyone. Meghan wanted the names of the people who were saying she was a bully. They wanted it all out. And even one of her friends, Janina Gavankar, she wrote, I think in an interview, she did speak up and say that something gross had happened. That's why one of the people who were serving her, had to be, terminated from that place of employ. So I wonder what's going on. And one thing that also stood out to me, and I'm going to say this here quite cautiously, that when Harry and Meghan attended the Jubilee and how they were put on one side and, with a balcony and all that, one comment I read just stood out to me. It said something like this: the courtiers got their revenge. That just stuck with me. It was such a strange comment to read, and I wonder who who would rejoice in an institution that is fighting themselves? It makes absolutely no sense, because Harry and Meghan have a lot of star appeal and power, and for someone wanting to keep on knocking them down a peg, it just gives you such a bad look all over the world. It was a time for them to celebrate the Queen, to put on a front of, a family that was united. But, there's that strange, commentary on the side. So let me know what you guys think about this report, about the whole bullying thing just being swept under the rug and just leaving it amorphous in the air. Unlike Harry and Meghan, who can name who had concerns about their kids, being the wrong hue, I'm sure they could name them, but they were probably doing them a huge favor by not. This just seems to stink, to absolute, the mesosphere. It just absolutely stinks. Why can't you just come out and say who supposedly Meghan bullied? Let's get it all out there, and what are we having now? It's all swept under the rug. And I think that we all know that report of bullying was filed even without the consent of those who supposedly were party to, the allegations. They did not want it filed, and it was filed by Jason Knopf, who was also, by the way, taking part in the Mail case where Meghan had brought a case against, I think it was the Mail on Sunday. He too was involved. So some fishy stuff going on there. I wish the royal family would understand that when they pull these funny kind of things, that it just looks really, really bad for them. Bad optics, bad PR, looking disorganized. And, it just looked, in fact, like they were trying to make Meghan out to be someone quite horrible as the Oprah interview was coming out. So those are my thoughts. I want to know yours in the comments section. And of course, as always, we will rise above. We will not give into, the hate. And yeah, those are my thoughts. So share yours below. Thank you for all who have watched this video. I love you all so much. And to those who support this channel, my Patreon, PayPal membership supporters, I want to say thank you. I want to give a special shout out right now and a thank you to James Calvin Daniels, as well as to Rochelle Cherry, TCC Sun, and to Arnold Sanders. Thank you so much for choosing to support this channel. And once again, thank you to the newest supporter for this channel, Marcela Burasova. Thank you for choosing to support this channel. And another fellow channel member, Teresa Marhelko. Thank you so much for choosing to believe in my work and for supporting this channel through becoming a channel member. I love you all so very much, and have a great day wherever you are. And to those of you who like, comment, and share, I want to say thank you. And I appreciate you all for watching. Have a marvelous day wherever you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.